Welcome to segment 3 of October 2025. This segment will span from 21st October to 31st October. As we enter the last stretch of October, the energy begins to turn inward and intense. New moon will open up a cycle of emotional healing and relationship balance, but it will do so through contrast. But by final days of the month, a deep sense of transformation will take over, and that will help us rebuild our confidence and inner strength. Hi, I'm Sangeeta and welcome to New Era Astrology. Here we decode the cosmos, help us live with courage and with awareness. So now let us dive into the segment 3 of October 2025. On October 21st, skies will be bursting with energy on this day because there will be 4 planets in Libra and 5th planet will be Black Moon Lilith. And then Grand Trine will link Saturn, Neptune in Pisces, Mercury in Mars and Jupiter, which is freshly entered into the sign of Cancer. All this is supportive energy because Grand Trine is a supportive and easy flowing energy, and it will help us blend our wisdom, our clear communication and emotional growth. It will blend all these things together. It's like stabilizing triangle which will hold us steady, and with Mercury and Mars in Libra, our words will have power and will be towards bringing in harmony and peace. Jupiter in Cancer will bring in opportunities towards nurturing, caring, and home related projects. And Saturn and Neptune conjunction, which is in Pisces, will inspire us to take practical actions towards our dreams. This will continue till end of this month, October. So we can make good use of these energies. Then on the same day, we have a new moon in Libra, which is all about new beginnings in fairness and relationships. So all new moons are some kind of new and fresh beginnings for us. So this new moon is happening in Libra. So this is all about fairness and balancing in relationship. So sun and moon together in Libra wants us to reset how we relate to others and how we create harmony. But this new moon is surrounded by tension. New moon will be opposed by Chiron in Aries. And since new moon in Libra highlighting our need for peace and harmony, but same time it is opposing Chiron. So Chiron in Aries is showing where we still hurt. It will bring up our emotional wound. So healing will start only when we choose balance instead of blame. So this brings relationship healing, a chance for renewal for us. What we can do? We can speak our truth with kindness and let the harmony begin within. Then new moon forms a finger of God with Saturn Neptune conjunction in Pisces and with Uranus. This feels like a fate pointing at us and saying, adjust how you relate and align your truth and don't resist the change. There will be 2 T squares, those will be active at the same time around new moon only. One with new moon, Jupiter and Pluto, which will test the balance in relationship, family dynamics or home related issues or our control in relationships. So this is a kind of a tense period around that time. Then there will be another T square which will be among new moon again, Jupiter and Chiron, and that will trigger the wound around our independence in relationship, our fairness in relationship and the compromises that we make. So square between Chiron and Jupiter will continue until December end. So time and again we will face this issue of our emotional wound, whereas our power and control dynamics in our home or our relationships. So how we can use these energies? This is a stormy day, but it's a cleansing day as well. So we need not to control outcomes or force peace. Instead, we can set the new moon intentions around fairness and honesty in relationships. We can release the urge to dominate or even to avoid as well. We can trust that tension is here to clear the way for new balance. Then on October 24th, Moon joins Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio. So by then Moon will be moved into Scorpio and it will join Black Moon Lilith there. And they both will meet Mercury and Mars conjunction in Libra. So it's a stellium in Libra and Scorpio. So this creates a stellium of raw and intense energy. Emotions may come out suddenly, and those could be related to the things that we have been hiding, denying, or suppressing. Lilith brings up the part of us that refuses to be silenced. So in addition to that, Chiron in Aries will sit in the awkward quincunx to this stellium. So what rises may feel uncomfortable. It's like an old wound being touched again, but that's how healing starts. Then on same day, Mercury will move into Scorpio and our thinking will become more deep by then. So how we can use these intense energies? We can be gentle with ourselves, first of all. And if uncomfortable truth surfaces, then we don't need to push them down. They are rising to heal us. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can sit with our emotions. If possible, we can journal them, we can talk them out calmly, and then we can think about it. This day can feel heavy, but it's also deeply healing. But then on October 27th, the relief arrives. On the same day, Mars will also move into Scorpio. So Mars will be in its own sign. So it will be stronger. And then Mars and Mercury will conjunct in Scorpio. So this conjunction is going on since past two segments. So we have seen this. Now this conjunction is moving into Scorpio. And then it will form a trine to Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Pisces and sextile to Pluto in Capricorn. So this is a minor grand trine. It's a harmonious energy. So Saturn-Neptune conjunction is also sextiling with Pluto, and that will create a supportive flow of energy which will be related to wisdom, courage and transformation. So whatever tension we discussed earlier, there will be solution through this minor grand trine. So earlier our emotions felt stormy, so now we can focus them into action. So our conversations can be deep and healing. So it will be easy for us to find our inner strength because Mercury and Mars conjunction is in Scorpio and Mars is in its own sign. So that way we will find our inner strength. So how we can use these energies? If we have been waiting to make an important choice or wanted to have some difficult talk or we want to commit to some healing kind of practices, then this could be a good time to do all these things because cosmos is giving us green light to act with courage and wisdom. So wherever we need courage and wisdom to take some action, then this energy is good in those situations. Now the next update is Mercury will start its retrograde motion on 9th November, but it will start to slow down 1 week before. So I'm giving heads up so that you can plan your important purchases, signing of contracts or any important deal before November starts. So that way you don't have to deal with the Mercury retrograde mess. So it will be Mercury will be retrograde until November end. And if you want to know more about it, you can watch Mercury retrograde guide on the channel. So to summarize the overall month of October, I would say this month is of contrast. There was harmony and tension, healing and struggle, endings and beginnings. The cosmic message is clear. Growth doesn't come from avoiding discomfort, but facing it with honesty and balance. So this whole month is like reminder to us that relationships, fairness and balance are at the heart of our journey. So this October, let yourself grow through what challenges you, trust the breakthroughs that arrive and stay rooted in balance. The universe is guiding us towards a stronger and honest version of ourselves. So take care. Thank you so much.